Good morning, first graders. Happy Friday. Today we're going to be doing some math and measuring with non-standard units. So we're going to read our morning message, do our calendar activities so we can learn a little bit more about what that big word means. So let's get started. Good morning, first graders. Today is Friday. It is May 1st, 2020. You will learn about non-standard units of length. Have a fantastic Friday. Love, Mrs. Rochat. Boys and girls, did you know that today is a new month? April is over, and now it's the first day of May. Have you ever heard of a May Day basket? Basically, what you do is you, in a basket or maybe a bag or on a paper plate or in an envelope, you do something nice for someone and you leave it on their doorstep or in their mailbox if they have a mailbox right outside their door. So what you could do is maybe draw a picture for that person, or you could make something for them and you can give it to them. One thing that me and my stepdaughter do every May is we make May Day cookies. And we deliver those cookies to our neighbors because we love them so much. You don't have to do that. You could simply just draw a picture and share it with your neighbor friend or your neighbors that live next door by just putting it on their doorstep. You don't even have to tell them who you are. Sometimes you can just draw a lovely picture of something in the spring, like a flower or some sunshine pictures. Whatever really would brighten their day is basically what it means. So on May 1st, hopefully today anyways, you can get some of that done. You don't have to, but it's just something fun to do if you'd like. So let's look at here. It says, yesterday was Thursday, today is Friday, tomorrow will be Saturday. Very good. Today I'm going to say it's going to be a little bit windy and partly cloudy. We will find out today if my prediction is right. Let's fix this here. There we go. All right, let's sing our money song. A penny is one, a nickel is 5, a dime is 10, and a quarter's 25. In math today, we're going to talk a little bit about a non-standard unit or a non-standard unit of length, okay? And basically, boys and girls, all that means is that non-standard is something that we don't usually use to measure the length of something. Usually we use a ruler or measuring tape to help us figure out how long or short something is. But sometimes we don't have those tools and we can use non-standard units of length. So if you look here, here's some examples of things that you could use. You could use a paper clip and see how many paper clips long it would be to measure something. Or you could take a crayon, because all crayons are usually the same length when they're brand new. And you could use that crayon to measure, or if you use the same crayon to measure a bunch of different objects, it would be your non-standard unit of length because it's the same length. The crayon is the same length. And so when you measure all the different objects, it comes out to be the right length. If you don't have those things, you could simply use something that you have with you all the time. Your pinky. On your pinky, there's kind of that first line that goes from your fingernail to the first line in your finger. That's probably about an inch, and you could use that to help you measure. So I could measure the length of my board by just using my pinky. Remember, it's not going to be perfect because it's a non-standard unit of length. And I think I had about 7 of those little pinkies, so this must be about, I would say 6 or 7 pinkies worth long. So today, in your math paper that you're going to get out, we're going to practice some non-standard units of length. At home, you might have some of those things. Maybe you have a paper clip or a crayon or your pinky, and you can use that to help you measure the items that are inside of your math packet today. It does not have to be the same things that I have. Okay? It could be anything, really, that you might have at home that you could use the same thing to measure all the different objects and count how many of those it took to see the length of the items. I'll explain more when we get started. Let's go! Non-standard units of length. Now, we talked about how a non-standard unit of length is something that you have that you can use to measure the length of something. So we don't have cubes at home, but you can use any of these ideas to help you measure the length of these objects. A paper clip, a crayon, or your pinky finger, and use to see how long each of those items are and write the number on the line. Okay, boys and girls, so you can measure to find the length of an object using a non-standard unit of length, like a paper clip or a penny or maybe your pinky finger. I want you to use whatever object you decided on and measure the two animals at the top using that one non-standard unit of length. Then do the same thing to measure the different colored pencils and write the number that you get on the line. Now, one thing to make sure of, boys and girls, is that you line up the end of the pencils exactly with the end of your object so that you measure correctly. Okay, I want you to still continue practicing using whatever object you decided on to measure. So measure the paintbrush, the pencil, the crayon, and the bookmark using that object. And write the number on the line about how many it took to find out the length of those different things. Go ahead and do that now, and then work on problem 8 next. For this problem, you're going to still use your object and see if you can find something in your house that is about 4 of that long. So if you had a paper clip, how many paper clips long would that object be? You can measure anything in your house, like a remote. Since we don't have our items to help us with this, I want you to skip problem 9 and problem 10 and move on to problem 11. It says a book is 10 cubes long. A pencil box is 3 cubes shorter than the book. How long is the pencil box? Explain and figure out the number sentence. 10 take away what number would give us what number? That will help us explain how long the pencil box is. Go ahead and do that now. Okay, boys and girls, if you have any questions about non-standard units of length, please ask me. You can call me on the phone, remember, or you can message me in Seesaw, or however you need to get a hold of me to ask me your questions. I am here for you. All right? I hope that you understood everything and that you were able to see how non-standard units of length can help you measure the lengths of different objects. All right, boys and girls, you have a wonderful weekend, and I will hopefully see you on Monday when you're supposed to pick up your new bags. Remember, that's from 11 in the morning to 3:30 p.m. Hopefully, I get to see all of you, and I can give you a wave from afar. All right, boys and girls, talk to you later. Bye.